Used to it.
Yes.
Um, was walking in the park this morning with my dogs very peacefully, and a woman started screaming at me behind me, and I was stunned. I was just so hurt and stunned, and she kept screaming, and she was a normal looking person just going to work. And then I looked ahead and I saw that she mistook me for a man that was ahead of me with the same jacket. And I just kept replaying it over in my head all day. And I'm just wondering what could I have done between 8 a.m. this morning and 7:30 tonight to try to have like
Now, let me
just
tell you a story Rudy once told me, okay? You know, that I think he wrote it in one of his books or something, but anyway, it's very nice and it relates to this. There were two monks that came to a river, and there was, a woman at the river who needed to get across the river. One of the monks picked her up and carried her across the river, put her down, and continued on his journey. The other monk spent the whole day berating him about why he picked up a woman and carried her across the river. And he finally said, "Look, I left her at the river. You're still carrying her. Whatever happened to you, you should leave at the river. And why do you have to carry it all day?" And it's a sign of truly your connection with spirit, how quickly you let go of these things and not hold on to them and not allow them to disturb and disrupt the energy field inside you. And that's part of the training you get here to be strong enough to do that. So, you leave the lady by the river, you leave whatever that woman was screaming about, you leave it in the park, and you don't have to carry it with you all day. And if you do carry it with you all day, it's just telling you, hey, I got a lot of work to do on myself. Why am I doing this? Why am I carrying this dramatic, incident which really had nothing to do with me? Why am I carrying it inside me all day? So instead of being upset that you keep thinking about it and carrying it, what do I have to learn here? What is it teaching me about me and the work I need to do on? And then it serves a purpose. Otherwise, it's just dragging around dead meat. It's like, it has no purpose whatsoever but to disrupt your inner life. And you're allowing it to do it. Now, we all do stuff like this. I mean, I must say I don't do it anymore. I used to do it, but I don't really do this anymore. But it's just a teacher. It's another way of the universe teaching us. We got to grow. We got to go deeper in ourselves. You got to work more clearly in the meditation class. We got to take more meditation class. We got to do whatever it can, so that we can leave the lady by the river and not carry that lady with us wherever we go. Or that screaming woman, So look, I say it over and over again. To me, there are no negative experiences. You know, do you learn something about yourself and grow because some woman is screaming her head off right behind you, you know, or do you carry the woman
hmm,
with you for another 20 miles and complain about the fact that a monk took the river woman across the river?
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, it's another way of being taught by God. We need to be taught. And all of these things are there to teach us about the one person we have to learn to master, and that's ourselves. I also had something like that today. I mean, a little bit different, but kind of the same thing, you know. And I had to finally let go of it. And I just let go of the whole thing. I said, what am I carrying this for? I need this. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I mean, we're great at blaming the external world for all our problems. We're really masters at that. Instead of saying, how is the external world, the objective world, teaching me about me? What is it telling you? Why am I getting all upset? Things that are beyond my ability to fix. Why can't I use all that as a way of just a reminder? I have to really work deeper on myself, more open, more balanced inside, less thinking, less emotionally involved with all the negativity that goes on in life. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I had something like that happen to me today. It happened about this book I've written. I've been getting like emails every day from people telling me how extraordinary the book is and how they want to make it into a bestseller and do this and that. And it turns out it was all AI, people scamming me, you know? And I was carrying that, oh my God, look at these people. And then I began to realize I had Jennifer's help and Kenny's help, and to realize it was just a bunch of scams. People trying to make money off of off of me that way. And at first I got a little, and then I said, "Oh shit!" What? I just deleted them all. I said, "That's the end of it. Finished. Gone." I'm not interested. But these beautiful emails I got from people really understanding my book and how great it is and how it's important for the world and stuff like that, and what they can do to make it a #1 bestseller, you know? And I realized it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just AI. And how much scamming goes on in the world. It's hard enough to write a book. Then you get scammed because you wrote it. I mean, it's just, it's really ridiculous. Somebody's trying to make money. Anyway, it's the same kind of thing. I was carrying it until I just said enough. I can't afford to carry this. I just got rid of it. Finished. Gone. And it also made me realize, how ridiculous this world is. And, it's just, and you got to learn to be stronger than it and to get above it and not allow it to really bring you down. Does anyone else have a question you would like to? Well, it's got to be another question. Call it a night. Okay. God bless you all. Thank you. And let all this go very deep inside. Let it become part of your inner life. I mean, you come here a lot, you sit through these classes, and let whatever takes place in these classes get so deep inside you that it becomes organic to the way you live. I'm not asking you to be anything. I'm just asking to allow the Shakti, the spirit, the force of energy to transform the blocks and tensions inside so you can allow yourself to be your real organic self, your true self. Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you. God bless you all. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. There'll be meditation tomorrow at 1 and then again at 7:30. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. Good night.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Good night.